What's going on, everyone? Burbank Aviation here, and welcome back to another video. Today we have the February 2025 Charleston International Airport update for you guys. We have a very exciting airport update to go over here with services returning, aircraft changes, and all sorts of stuff to go over here in today's video. Really hope you guys enjoy. If you do, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it really helped me out. But anyways, let's just get started. We're going to start down over here in gate B2 with this Southwest 737-700 here in the Heart 1 livery. This guy's going to be heading on over to Chicago Midway after arriving in from Houston. Chicago Midway is a 3 weekly running on Sundays, Thursdays, and Fridays, while Houston is running 4 times a week on Sunday, Monday, Friday, and Saturday. Right here, you have a Southwest 737 MAX 8 in the Canyon Blue Retro livery. This guy's going to be heading on over to Denver after arriving in from Dallas left field. Both those services are 1 daily, 2 very nice services right there. You also have Nashville that is running 13 times a week, and then you have Baltimore running 20 times a week. Got the JetBlue A220-300. This guy's going to be heading on over to New York John F. Kennedy on the turnaround service. JFK is flying once a day on that A220-300. You also have Boston running once a day on the E190. And then about, I think it's February 13th, you have Fort Lauderdale returning, flying once a day on that A320. You got this American A319 right here in the Sharklets. This guy's going to be heading on over to Miami after arriving, or he's doing the Miami turnaround service. Miami is a 2 daily A319. Also really cool to see that double daily main line out to Miami this month. You got the Spirit A320neo right here. This guy's going to be heading on over to Newark after arriving in from Fort Lauderdale. Both those are running 4 times a week. You have Newark running Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, while Fort Lauderdale is Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. You got the Vila 77-800 right here. This guy is heading on over to New Haven. New Haven is flying 4 times a week this month, flying Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday, and there is a reason for that, which we will go over here towards the end of the video. We got the Breeze E195 right here. This guy's going to be heading on over to, we'll do New Orleans after arriving in from Windsor Locks. New Orleans is a 6 weekly flying every day except Tuesday, while Windsor Locks is a 4 weekly flying Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Got the American Eagle E105 right here. This guy is going to be Envoy operated today. He's going to be doing the turnaround service on over to Chicago O'Hare. Chicago O'Hare is flying 13 times a week, getting 2 daily E105s, and then on Saturday going down to 1 daily. So really cool to see these E105s out to out to Chicago O'Hare this month. You got this American Eagle E105 right here. This guy's currently pushing back for the flight on over to Philadelphia after arriving in from Washington Reagan. Philadelphia is running at a 4 daily, getting a CRJ, whether it's the -700 or the -900 from PSA, one of these Republic E105s, and then 2 A319s, while Washington Reagan is flying anywhere from 4 to 6 daily, mainly 6 daily, getting 3 CRJ-700s from PSA, a CRJ-900 from PSA, and then 2 Republic E105s. And then on Saturdays, you lose one of the CRJ-700 and E175 flights. And then the last aircraft here for American is this A321 in the Piedmont Heritage livery. This is just such a cool aircraft, so I want to put this in. This guy's going to be heading on over to Dallas Fort Worth. Actually, no, this guy's going to be heading on over to Charlotte on the turnaround service. I was going to put a 77 in, but I decided to put this in. Charlotte running anywhere from 7 to 8 daily, mainly 8 daily, getting the PSA CRJ-900, the Envoy E105, A319, A320, A321, and 737-800. So quite a bit of variety there this month. Dallas Fort Worth is getting anywhere from 2 to 3 daily, Mainly 2 daily, getting the PSA CRJ-900, A319, and the 737-800. Got the United Express E170 right here. This guy's flown for an E175. This guy's going to be heading on over to Houston after arriving in from Washington Dulles. Houston is flying as a 1 daily Mesa E175. Very cool to see that right there. Washington Dulles is flying around 3 times a week. It goes down to 2 daily on Tuesdays though. Seeing the E175 from both Republic and Mesa. And then on Saturdays, you get a Commu Air E145. And you have United A319 right here. This guy's going to be heading on over to Denver after arriving in from Newark. Denver is flying as a 1 daily A319. That's very consistent out there. While Newark is flying around a 3 daily, getting the Republic E175, A319, and then a 737 on Mondays and Saturdays. Whether it's the 737-900 or the MAX 9. Currently taxiing out to the runway here, we have this Delta Connection E175. This guy's going to be heading on over to New York John F. Kennedy on the turnaround service. JFK is flying mainly 3 times a day, getting a Republic E175 and 2 Endeavor CRJ-900s. On Saturday, you lose one of those CRJ-900 flights. Okay, here for Breeze, we're going to start with this first A220-300. Here, this guy's going to be heading on over to West Palm Beach after arriving in from White Plains. West Palm Beach is flying 2 times a week on Mondays and Fridays. White Plains flying 5 times a week every day except Sunday and Thursday. Then you got the second Breeze A220-300 right here. This guy's going to be heading on over to, we'll say Tampa after arriving in from Orlando. Tampa flying 6 times a week every day except Tuesday, while Orlando is flying 3 times a week on Sundays, Mondays, and Fridays. You can spin around here to get these final few aircraft, starting at the top with this Alaska 737-900. This guy's heading on over to Seattle. This is one of 5 weekly flights heading out there. We get it on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So hoping that daily service returns there, but it's still very awesome to have Alaska year-round out to Seattle. Got the Delta A220-300 right here. This guy's going to be doing the turnaround service on over to Boston for us today. Boston flying as a 1 daily A220-300. We've had that for the past few months, so really cool to see that main line on over to Boston. As that is our only mainline destination along with Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson. As of right now, I think Detroit and Minneapolis both have mainline return as we kind of get more into the peak months, which should be starting next month. But honestly, as we move into the back half of February, seeing some increases. So that's awesome. Also really cool to see. Spin around over here to get the lighting on these final 2 aircraft. Starting with this Delta Connection CRJ-900. This guy's been heading on over to Detroit after arriving in from Indianapolis. Both those are 1 daily CRJ-900s on Endeavor. So very cool to see that we have both those year round. We also have LaGuardia that is flying 3 to 4 times a week, mainly 4 times a week. All Endeavor CRJ-900 there. You're getting 4 daily on the weekdays and then 3 daily on the weekends. So that's super cool to see right there. And then finally, to finish it off, you have this Delta 77-900. He's going to be doing that turnaround on over to Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson International Airport. Super cool staple service here for Delta. Getting anywhere from 6 to 8 daily this month. 6 daily on Saturdays, 7 daily on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then 8 daily throughout the rest of the week. So very, very cool to see that out to Atlanta. Hoping those 757s do return. The 757s are always very cool to see out of here, but I will not complain with 8 daily 737s. So that is super cool to see right there. Alright, so we do have a good amount of news to go over here. A lot of this is just based off of stuff that have returned as of February 13th. February 13th kind of seems to be the date that everything is returning. So we're going to start here with American. That Chicago Air Service returns on February 13th as a 13-weekly E175, like I mentioned earlier. A Velo, that New Haven service returns on February 13th with a 4-weekly 737. Spirit, a little bit of a downgrade. Newark is down to a 4 weekly from 5 weekly, so small drop right there. Southwest, you have that service returning to Houston on February 13th as a 4 weekly, so glad to see that coming back. You have United. Houston currently at a 1 daily, but starting on February 13th, that will go to a 13 weekly, so we'll fly 2 daily every day except Saturday, I think was the day that they don't get that second daily flight. JetBlue getting some really nice stuff in here. Fort Lauderdale, that service returns again on February 13th from suspension as that 1 daily A320, like I mentioned earlier. And then for JFK, starting on February 18th, that service will go to 2 daily from 1 daily, getting a second A220 flight. So that is super, super cool to see right there. And then Breeze here, always with the majority of the news here, I feel like, just so prominent out of this airport. New Haven, that service began on February 6th as a 4 weekly A220-300. That's why you see a Vila returning there with a 4 weekly to try and compete with Breeze. You have Islip, that is up to a 4 weekly from 2 weekly. New Orleans up to a 6 weekly from 4 weekly. Tampa up to a 6 weekly from 4 weekly. So very nice gains right there. And then a small decrease, Orlando down to 3 weekly from 4 weekly. Now I know at the time of recording, Breeze had just announced 3 new routes out of Charleston. That will be in next month's update. This has been in the works. I've had the setup for a few days. Just had some rain moving in through here, so I was waiting for that to clear, and we got the sun back before I recorded this. So those new Breeze routes will be in next month's update. 3 routes, so really looking forward to that, and really looking forward to covering all these changes that are happening as we go into the spring months here. Spring break will be coming up here in about a month and a half. So really excited to see kind of these changes that these airlines will do as we get into the spring months. But really hope you guys enjoy. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it really helped me out. And I will see you all in the next one.